Hey, I want to compliment y'all. That was the best welcome you've ever gotten all day. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Well, good morning, middle school. How we doing today? That's so good to hear. That's so good to hear. Well, if you don't know my name is Aiden Mussett. And have you ever heard of Pastor Jonathan Mussett? Perchance? Yeah? Well, he's my son. He's my son. I'm just joking. He's my dad. But I've been given the privilege of speaking to you today by our wonderful director, Pastor Alex. Can we give him a round of applause for Alex? Yeah. He's an awesome, funny dude. And if you haven't met him, you got to. We're so lucky to have him. Questions. Have you ever done something totally dumb by accident? Yeah? Have you ever done something that you really regret doing? Have you ever made a mistake that has haunted you for the rest of your lives? We all have. And honestly, I feel like the gold medal winner of making mistakes. I've made so many in my life. And I'm about to show you a clip of a professional NFL game. But I want you to pay attention to the defensive player. Pay attention to him. He's practiced for hundreds and thousands of hours. He's mastered his position. And he's so good, he got drafted to the NFL. He's at the top of his league. Yet, he's not known for his accomplishments. He's not known for his statistics, nor is he known for his 20-year dedication to the Minnesota Vikings. He's known for this one play where he made one mistake that gained him the name Wrong Way Marshall. Let's see the clip.
Is there anything worse than watching Jim Marshall run around?
He ran the wrong way. He ran 66 yards in the opposite direction and scored a point for the opposite team. That is a big mistake. For perspective, this is how Wrong Way Marshall felt. Imagine you make the biggest mistake of your life in front of the whole school. And then it got videotaped and it went all over social media and became viral. And then, on top of that, everywhere you go down the hallways at school, people were like, hey, you're the guy who on the video, you did that thing. That's how he felt. And then, imagine, I bet this is how he felt on his family too. You go on a date with your first boyfriend or your first girlfriend. And your mom, okay? She comes up to y'all at your date and she's like, hey guys, you want to see the most embarrassing video of my child? No! Don't show her that! No! That would be horrible. If my mom showed my date the most embarrassing video of me, that would be horrible. How many would you agree that would be horrible? Yes, it would. Now, if my mom did that, honestly, I'm okay if she went to jail. But I have good news for you. All of us make mistakes, but failures don't create our future. Our decisions can. All of us make mistakes, but failures don't create your future. Your decisions can. One mistake does not define who you are. God defines who you are. He does. But our actions, our choices, and who we surround ourselves with, and more importantly, who we follow, does define us. Well, but what is following? According to definition, following is consistently going the direction of a leader. Consistently going the direction of a leader. Now, how many of y'all are currently in band in middle school? A few of y'all, nice. Well, when you get to high school, you join marching band in high school, okay? And basically the whole idea is you have to follow the leader. In the shows, you have to make all these lines, all these different shapes out of your bodies, and the only way to make that possible is if you follow the leader. Let me give you an example of my show, okay? Now, in the show, I would have to follow the person left of me, no matter what. I'd be marching on my tippy toes, I'd be drumming, and I'd be looking forward the whole time, okay? But then, there's another group of people right in front of me going this way, and when I see that, my brain does like a little trick on me, and many times I went that way when I was supposed to go that way, okay? The people in front of me were going the opposite direction I was. But I could not follow them because I had to follow the leader right next to me no matter what was happening around me. We were all in the same band, playing the same music, and the people going this way sounded great, they looked great, but again, they're going the opposite direction I was going. People in our lives might go to the same school. They might be great friends, and the things they do is great and amazing, but they're going the wrong way. And you can't follow them because you're so focused on following the leader going this way. And if following means going and doing exactly what your leader is going and doing, you have to pick the right person to follow. Now, who we follow shapes what we become. Who we follow shapes what we become. If you're not becoming better, then you're probably following the wrong person or thing. If you're not becoming better, if you're not acting better, if you're not growing better, then you might be following the wrong person or thing. And I'm here to tell you, the best person to follow is Jesus. It's Jesus Christ. He's the best person to follow. And if you don't know who Jesus is, the best person to know about him and what he's done for us is John 3:16. Say John 3:16.
John 3:16.
Okay. Now, I bet at least one person in this group of people knows what John 3:16 is from memory. Anyone? Anyone can tell me? Let's do you, bro. What is it?
God so loved the world that he gave his
One only Son. That
only Son, that whoever believes in him will not perish but have eternal life.
exactly. That is John 3:16. One round of applause. Perfect. Okay. I got another question. How many of you know by memory Luke 9:23? Ooh, think about it. Now, you see this? Ooh. Without pulling out your phone, I see y'all. Without pulling out your phone, if you can quote me Luke 9:23, you get this. We only got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7. You think you know it? What is it? Yeah, he did. That was it. Give him a round of applause. I'll give it to you later. Exactly. In the Bible, this is what Luke 9:23 says. This is Jesus speaking. Then he said to the crowd, if any of you wants to be my follower, you must turn from your selfish ways. Take up your cross daily and follow me. Luke 9:23. John 3:16 will always lead you to Luke 9:23. The love of God, of Jesus being sent down in Luke 9, in John 3:16 will always lead you to following God. We can't have a John 3:16 without a Luke 9:23. And the reason a few more of us could quote John 3:16 is because we understand God's love. But we couldn't quote as much of Luke 9:23 because we sometimes don't understand how to follow God. Truly, it is easier to love God than to follow him. But Luke 9:23 is saying to become a follower of Jesus, you must love him and follow him daily. Love and follow daily. Say that. Love and follow daily. Say love and follow daily. Exactly. Becoming a follower of Jesus means saying yes to following Jesus and saying no to some other things. Saying yes to following Jesus and saying no to some other things. It's saying yes to things like kindness, saying yes to forgiving people, saying yes to reading your Bible, saying yes to praying, saying yes to worshiping boldly, and saying no to things like cussing, saying no to dirty jokes, saying no to hating people, saying no to criticizing people on the internet, and saying no to trying to be like other people. Now, I told you earlier, I was the gold medal winner of making mistakes. You want to hear one? Okay, it's embarrassing. Many years ago, when I was just a little second grader, at recess, we had monkey bars. How many of y'all know what monkey bars are? Yeah, monkey bars. And if you could do the monkey bars, you were strong, you were cool, and you were a big kid, okay? All the 5th and 4th graders could do the monkey bars. And me, my wee little lad, 4'2", wanted to be a big kid. So one day, I walk up to the monkey bars with my chest so high, ready to conquer this thing. I go up to it, I climb up, and I start going. But then, my hand started to slip. And I fell. And guys, I don't know how, but out of the whole thing, I landed on the only rock below the monkey bars, the only one. And it hurt. Okay, I was on the ground. I was literally coming up. I was crying. I was screaming like, ah! And the teacher had to come and pick me up like a baby and take me all the way to the nurse's office, okay? And then on top of that, my parents come and they're like, oh my God, what happened to you? What are you okay? I'm not a baby. But they're like, you okay, my little baby. And they take me to the ER and they tell me, I broke my arm. Guys. It was horrible. That day I broke my arm, but I also broke my confidence in front of the whole school. Everyone saw me fall off the monkey bars. Everyone saw me crying and screaming. Everyone saw me getting picked up by a teacher like a baby. I learned that day that I can't be like everyone else. I can't. Saying yes to following Jesus means saying no to some other things. If we want to follow Jesus, we can't be like everyone else. We must be different and bold. Followers make bold decisions. If we're going to follow Jesus, we can't try to be like the crowd like I try to do on the monkey bars. If we're going to follow Jesus, we can't run the opposite way like the NFL player, wrong way, Marshall. If we're going to follow Jesus, we need to give up our own way, pick up the cross, and follow him daily. So I asked the question, who are we following? Are we following someone on social media that Jesus would not follow? Are we following friends at school who don't act like Jesus? Are we following friends who lead us away from God? Who are you following? Who are you following? So right now, I invite you to stand. Everyone stand. I personally know the best person to follow is Jesus. Here's why. He created me. He's perfect. He's never sinned. He's given me purpose and direction in life. He's been there in the highs and lows and buffaloes in my life. And he loves me more than anyone else. He loves me more than my mom, my dad, my sisters, my friends, even my future wife. He loves me more and he will love me forever. Some are in church today, but are not in Christ. And I don't want that for you, because it's too valuable not to know and follow God. It is. So we're about to step in an altar moment where our leaders will come up to the front. And with heads bowed and eyes closed, I want you to think about, who are you following? Take a few moments. Think about it. Is it a friend? Is Is it a relationship? Is it your family? Or is it Jesus? Who are you following? So, as everyone, bow your heads, close your eyes. Right now, if you want to know who this loving, caring, perfect human being and God named Jesus, this is your time. Or if you want to set it right with God, saying, God, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to follow you no matter if it's convenient, no matter if I don't feel like it, even though it's not cool. God, I'm going to follow you because you matter to me. Who are you following? So right now, if that's you, if you want to give your life to God, or you want to set it right, saying, God, I'm going to follow you. On the count of 3, no, with no one looking, every eye closed, every head down. I want you to raise your hand on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Their hands across the room. You are not alone, and God sees you. Everyone can look up. Right now, if that was you, if you raised your hand, I want you to be bold. I want you to be bold. Because if we can't follow God in church, then how are we going to do it outside of church? So right now, if that was you, I want you to come up to the front on the count of 3. Come to a life group leader, and they're going to pray over you. Guys, God loves you. He wants you to follow him. He's always there. For the rest of us, on the count of 3, if that was you, come up to the front. 1, 2, 3. And for the rest of us, let's worship God.